The Sword with No Name is a Korean period piece film, and I absolutely did not like this film at all. It's if you were to look up the word melodrama in the dictionary, photograph of this DVD cover should be there instead of an actual definition, because this movie is the literal definition of melodrama. It's about a young woman who's chosen to become the bride of the king. They want someone common. She is traveling by herself. She meets a bounty hunter who owns a boat, goes for a ride. Some assassins try to take her out because people don't want to have her become the queen. He saves her. They hang out on the beach. A little bit of a love affair, but not really. And then she has to go get married. And he wants to become close to her, so he becomes a palace guard. And they continue their love affair even though she's married to the king. Meanwhile, the king's father, he wants to not allow foreigners into Korea, while the queen wants to build relations between Russia and foreigners, and with the invention of electricity and things like that. There's some political intrigue. I like the whole shadowy cabinet of people trying to get rid of the queen. However, the fight scenes are all done in CGI. Sometimes the people are CGI. It makes it sort of have this sort of weird comic book feel, but it doesn't fit at all with the story. The story is a very serious period piece, action, drama, political thriller, and you've got CGI fight scenes on a boat, and it just doesn't fit. You can tell, you know, and the rest of the movie's like real, you know, the costumes and the set design is totally clashing. That's not the fault of any of the actors or anything. That's definitely the production people. Also, the storyline is very cliche. Basically, there's another attempt on the queen's life. She runs away with the bounty hunter. They have an affair. There's a power struggle. Then the Japanese are thrown in. They're not very good villains. They're very caricatures in this movie. And let's see. Yeah, the death scenes are melodramatic. The arguments are everything about this movie is so over the top and serious. It lacks conviction. It lacks any sense of like normalcy. It seems very made up. It is made up, but it just seems very fake and very over the top and very patriotic. There's a scene where the queen like talks to the camera about being strong, and it just feels like she's talking to the audience, and it's very, very cloying. So I have to give The Sword with No Name 2 out of 10.